Hello, my fluff stars. Welcome back to the Patreon, and not only the Patreon, but just the regular channel. Welcome, everybody. Tonight, we are going to be continuing Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I am actually going to be doing a full recording night because I have a new schedule for both my personal life and my content. The next 3 days after this recording, I will be doing my streaming, but for tonight, I'm going to be doing a recording night. So I'm going to be uploading the first of my recording sessions today, and the following ones will be done a week later. After then, the rest of the ones that I do will just be like one after the other. Like, we'll have one today. If I do 2 or 3 more, I'll do like those ones. So yeah, we are going to be doing that. So yeah, we're going to be continuing Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We're going to be doing episode 3, City of Heresy. Last time in Fullmetal Alchemist, what we analyzed a lot of stuff. It got introduced to a lot of characters, a lot of story beats, and I'm going to be changing the way that I do the notes. I am not going to write them down anymore. And the footage is just going to be entirely archive-based, just archiving my findings, as if it was a tape recorder. The reason for this is because it's just taken too damn long to type everything, and I don't have anything to write it down, and it'd also take, like, a really long time. And besides, this is for you guys anyway. I am picking up the stuff, yes, but for people who aren't picking them up, this is the kind of content they're finding in order for me to, just say it for them. So I'm not going to be writing stuff down anymore, but I will be pointing out everything that I think is important. So if someone is, then they could do that. They could do that on their own time. They know what to write down. They know what to take note of, what to remember. But I personally have seen this show like 4 times, so if I need to cross-reference something, I'm not going to have anything physical, but it is what it is. I can't be wasting time with that. So yeah, that's the only thing that's going to be different. I'm actually very interested. It's very interesting that I haven't been needing to cut out a lot. Like, I just had to we had to really obscure the footage because copyright's a fucking bitch. Copyright's terrible. It's so fucking bad. So what we had to do was we had to obscure this over here. And I'm so sorry about that. I wish it could have been clearer. YouTube's terrible with the copywriting. We had to just, we had to do that. Which is why on Patreon you can see it fully. You can see it uncut, but like I was saying, there's not been a lot to uncut. So yeah, that hasn't been too bad yet. We are starting to get into, once we get along, like I said before, into scenes where less characters are being introduced, less story beats are getting introduced, and we're just getting more specific things. And it's not, everything has got to happen for the first time. But then once it has done that, I'll have to just let scenes play out, let less important things go to the side. I will try my best, to have something to say every few minutes. But I can't do that for things that just have nothing. I don't know. I'm just saying shit to say shit. I want to be clear with you guys, want to be transparent. I do realize that without it a lot being edited, there is one less perk to getting Patreon shit, other than just getting it early. I get that. You just get more of me rambling, honestly, and less pausing whenever it's not cut. Anyways, with all of that out of the way, there isn't anything else to talk about. Let's get started. So remember, last time we learned about the backstory for Ed and Al, got introduced to their characters, their whole situation. We're trying to get our original bodies back. We are in Lior, which is not where we're from. They're from Risen Bowl, but in their main command center, in their military police state, they're from Eastern, some Eastern place. I think it's called Eastern Command, something like that. So we're in a different city entirely called Lior, and we're trying to find the Philosopher's Stone, which could help them get their bodies back. We don't know a lot about it, though. We do not know a lot about the Philosopher's Stone, just that it could help.
God's children who live upon this land, pray in faith and many shall be saved. Those who have lost their way, the sun god Leto shall shine his
So what
rays
are you
upon
guys,
thee
like
and
street
illuminate thy
performers or something?
So that little Ed, that little blurb on the radio goes to show that this is probably a religious controlled town. They worship seems like they worship some kind of religious god called Leto. Their own religion, not based on anything specific in IRL.
Seriously, do we look like street performers to you?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Let's go out.
That's blunt.
Hey, easy. I didn't mean nothing by it.
Sorry, accident. We'll fix it.
How's that? It smashed to hell.
Watch and learn,
Yeah.
Gramps.
Don't gotta be rude.
Here it goes.
You see, I like that they introduced a scene like this early on, because we've seen them do the human transmutation circle physically, but as we've seen Ed do clapping and then clapping, going to the ground, and then drawing his spear, we've seen basically wireless alchemy. But like Alphonse actually had to draw the transmutation circle, have the thing in the middle, and then all the pieces that were broken are back together, because there's nothing he has to take from somewhere else and put it together, because it was all there anyways. He just had to fit it back together, which is pretty cool. I like this system. I like the system that they've done. And this is a good way of showing how it, like, reminding people of how it works and stuff. I like that. It's good.
There, see? How's that?
Amazing. It's a miracle. You've been touched by the sun god, just like Father Cornello.
Touched by who now?
It's not a miracle. It's alchemy.
Oh, so you two are alchemists. Right, I've heard of them.
Then maybe you've heard of
Yeah.
us. We're the Elric brothers.
The Elric
Damn
brothers,
straight.
you say?
Wait, I do know that name. The Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward Elric, is that right? Wow.
They think it's Alphonse.
No, it's not me.
I like Al. He's so humble.
What? You mean it's the little guy there?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a repeated motif. I don't know if it was... Yeah, it was shown in the first episode, but yeah, keep that in mind. That's a very, very consistent character theme. He does not like to be called short. He likes to be seen as, like, strong, powerful, can defend himself. He likes to be seen as capable, which I'm assuming comes from the place of he's felt so powerless before. I mean, think about it. His mom died, his dad left. He's had no control over either of those things, and because of his mistake, him pushing his brother, he lost his entire brother's body, the leg he stood on proudly, and his, like, I think right arm, which probably symbolically means something. So he's got a lot to be insecure about, if I'm being perfectly honest. It sucks, but it helps to show you why he's so, like, insistent on being, seen as powerful, seen as capable, because as long as he is, that can't happen again.
So, what's with this guy on the radio?
That's our leader, Father Cornello.
We were lost until he came to town and began teaching us all the ways of the sun god Leto.
He grants eternal life to the souls of the faithful.
He can even resurrect the dead. His miracles are proof that what he says is true.
So this guy's claiming he can bring the dead back to life? Now that's something I gotta see.
Yeah, those two, it's gonna really rub them the wrong way. That's like, ugh. Yeah, think about that. These two failed horrifically. They failed horrifically trying to bring their mother back to life. Did everything right and still failed. And this guy's saying he could do it easily with no qualms. And for some reason, it's not well known outside of this town that, like, it's so localized, but, like, so, like, gosh, it's so amazing. Like, that's how you know this is bullshit from the start. That's why I know cover-ups are a thing, but there's so many things where it's like, you really think half the news stations in the world wouldn't cover really big shit for ratings and headlines? If it's really, like, provable and just, like, jaw-dropping stuff people need to know, people will know. People will get alerted. So the fact that this has, like, stayed in this town, that's a little fishy. And that's a little, like, why? Why? Is it just faith? Because once the stuff starts requiring faith, you're not going to get a lot of people on your side. It's because for some people, a lot of people, that's not enough. That tells me that this whole, like, thing that their society in this town is built on is purely faith. I'm sure that he's done enough for people to know that he's done big things. But, like, for the bigger things, I'm sure that they just gotta, just hope. Just hope. Because if he's done this, he has to be able to go higher, right? That's probably the mindset that they're going from. Yeah. Yeah, like that.
That's it, huh? What do you think?
There's nothing to think. That's alchemy, no doubt about it.
Somehow he's ignoring the law of equivalent exchange. He should have only been able to transmute that flower into an object of equal mass.
And he's changing organic matter into inorganic matter. He shouldn't be able to do that unless...
Yeah, there's just one way. Bingo.
The Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone, yep. I guess Father Cornello was introduced. They said what I had to say.
Oh, merciful God, please hear me. Hear my prayer, I beg of you. Please bring him back.
So this is the almighty Leto.
Welcome. Are you interested in Letoism?
Nope, can't say I am. Not really the religious type.
Everyone, take notes that Rose was introduced in this episode, if you are. There we go. Science versus religion. That is going to be a theme of this episode, but not in a negative way. I would say this episode doesn't really frame it as negative, like this is bad or this is better. But yeah, that's definitely a theme here. It's not being subtle at all. The scientist / alchemist. But it's interesting, though, that I'll have to say something in a second, but, like, just remember that Edward literally saw the truth, who is the universe, God, all one, and us. So, yeah, just remember that. And also, she's saying, please bring him back, so she's obviously trying to, either someone has left her in one way or another, and she's using faith to hopefully get them back in her life.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. To know God is to know hope.
Oh.
Believe in divine grace. Through him, all things are
Ooh,
possible.
I've heard that before.
If you believed, I'm sure Leto would bless you and give you grace.
Supposed to mean.
She's just trying to help.
What about bringing the dead back to life? Do you believe that's possible too?
Yes.
Water 35 liters, carbon 20 kilograms, ammonia 4 liters, lime 1.5 kilograms, phosphorus 800 grams, salt 250 grams, saltpeter 100 grams, and various other trace elements. That list represents the complete chemical makeup of the human body for the average adult. It's been calculated to the last microgram, but still, there's never been one reported case of successfully creating a human life. And you're telling me something modern science can't do, you can do with prayer?
Lift thy voice to God, and the prayers of the faithful shall be answered.
Did I mention all those ingredients I read off? Down at the market, a kid could buy every one of them for the spare change in his pocket. As it turns out, humans are pretty cheap.
Oh, he knows that, doesn't he? This is it's a very interesting, like, kind of dynamic they're building right here. I do think it's very interesting that they chose to have their backstory be placed in the second episode, and then on the third episode to call back to that episode, because as we know, young Edward was listing those ingredients, like verbatim. He read the whole list. Here, he read part of the list and then other various trace elements to prove a point, not reading out instructions. He knows this by heart now, because he has experience, and he himself, yeah, he's the kid who bought all of that shit. I just like that. It's a callback to the second episode. We're already getting callbacks, and it's episode 3 of the series, but for us, a second episode in.
No, that's blasphemy. We are all children of God, created in his image.
You have to understand, alchemists are scientists. They don't believe in unprovable concepts like creators or gods. We observe the physical laws that govern this world to try to learn the truth. It's ironic, really, that through the application of science, we have in many ways been given the power to play gods ourselves.
So you're putting yourself on the same level as God? That's just sheer arrogance.
You know, there's an old myth about a hero who flew on wings made of wax.
Yeah.
He thought he could touch the sun, but when he got too close, his wings melted and he came crashing back down to Earth. Right, Al?
Brother.
Yep. Yeah, I'm laying that on a little thick.
I'm sorry, miss. This is difficult for me to ask. But do you think your father, Cornello, could even save an arrogant scientist like me?
Of course, that's wonderful. If anyone can lead you to the Creator's light, he can.
God, hook, line, and sinker. That is hook, line, and sinker right then and there. I find that so fucking interesting. So fucking interesting. No one I've ever seen has said that out loud, has ever acknowledged out loud in the recording I've seen. I've not seen a single person note that Edward played her like a goddamn fiddle. And I think that just genuine, I think he believes some of what he said, and he's using truth to help in his lie. That's the best way to lie, is to use a little bit of truth in there. But he's not that arrogant. Edward is not that arrogant. He's not. He can be very down to earth and very empathetic, very in tune with people. He's just rash. That's all he really is. He's rash, and he can get overconfident, but he's not arrogant. I think arrogance led him to the place he is now. In some parts, he could be seen. You could describe his actions as arrogant. But I don't think personality-wise he's arrogant enough for me to say that's a core concept of his character. He's not like that. But he had to be. He had to portray himself as someone who's so far gone. Someone who needs this, ray of God to, show him the way. So this devout, someone so clearly devout in this religion would see this far gone soul who needs her help to really push her to acting. I will say, Edward's not above manipulation. Sure, it's for a good cause. He wants the Philosopher's Stone for a good reason. But he is tricking a woman using her faith in order to get what he wants, is to get to Father Cornello. Sure, he can expose the lies. Sure, that would be great. But let's not downplay the fact that he is manipulating a woman who is being brainwashed in this cult-like town. So yeah, I want to just emphasize that. It's not said enough just how clever Ed is. That's so good. It's so good.
Father Cornello, there are visitors here who wish to see you. A child and a man wearing a suit of armor. They would only give their names as the Elric brothers.
I can't be bothered now. Just send them away.
Wait, the Elrics? You're sure that's what they said? You're positive?
Yes, Father, that's what they call themselves. No mistake.
Damn, then this is a problem. Edward Elric, the Fullmetal Alchemist, has come to call on us.
That's him? The man in the armor?
Dressing the part, it would seem.
But why would a state alchemist be here in Lior? Surely they can't have found out about our plans.
It's possible this dog's nose is too sharp for his own good.
So there's just this ominous plan that they've already set in motion that Edward doesn't even know about. The Elrics don't have any idea about what's going on. They just want the Philosopher's Stone and to possibly show this guy that he's a phony. Show to the people he's a phony, maybe along the way, but other than that, they just want the Philosopher's Stone. They think he's like so deep in their plans. They don't know anything.
This way, please. Father Cornello is a busy man, as you can imagine. But you're in luck. He's decided to spare a moment for you.
Yeah, thanks. We understand. We won't take too much of his time.
Good, then it's agreed. We'll make this quick.
Brother Cray, what is this? What do you think you're doing?
Rose, these heathens have come to ensnare and discredit the Father. They're evil. This is God's will.
Brother Cray.
Oh
Well,
my.
like you said, let's make this quick.
So, okay, let's just keep in mind that this guy is able to brainwash his followers using the doctrine of, well, if these people are gonna bring me down, it's okay to murder them in cold blood. Leto is okay with murder, apparently.
Oh yeah, strike!
What's this commotion?
I like how they switch from their comedic expressions to their serious ones when they want to take things seriously. It's very adaptive manga panels to like story type stuff. I like that. I like the change in style.
Ah, the Fullmetal Alchemist. Welcome to the home of our sacred order.
Father Cornello.
I must apologize for my disciples' behavior. It would seem they've been misguided.
Okay, let's say I believe you weren't the one guiding them. What next?
Have you come to learn the ways of Leto?
Well, there are a few things I'm curious about, like how you've been using second-rate alchemy to deceive your followers.
My dear boy, I don't know what you mean. What you're doubting I see as alchemy are the miracles of the sun god Leto.
Yeah.
Look again. Could mere alchemy create something from nothing in this way?
Yeah.
Gosh, watch Rose's expressions. Rose is very interesting to watch in this episode. Just from this small segment. Look here. Look at this scene.
Ah, the Fullmetal Alchemist. Welcome to the home of our sacred order.
Like, she's so, like, she's reeling from the things she's seen.
Father Cornello.
And she immediately, like, her eyes widen, her smile. She sees him as the closest thing, probably the speaker of this god she worships. So in her eyes, yes, seeing him obviously is like, oh my goodness, thank goodness, you know? It's that feeling. It's so good. And then here, she's, you know, still like that.
Deceive your followers.
Then she hears this information. She's like, wait, what? She's confused about it. Yeah, it's just, God, just keep an eye on her. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's what I didn't get at first. How can you perform transmutations that ignore the law of equivalent exchange?
As I said, because it isn't alchemy.
But then I started thinking about it. If you'd somehow managed to acquire a certain object to amplify your alchemy, one that's said to make the impossible possible, that would explain everything.
What?
I'm talking about the philosopher.
Oh, God, the urge to not pause every tiny frame, every single time everyone makes a change in facial expression. I'm gonna just tell y'all to do it. I'm gonna tell y'all to do it. Look at the facial expressions. The raised eyebrow of like, what? Because he knows he is using a fucking philosopher's stone. It's like, well, I didn't know he knew that. And the narrowing of the eyes. Just please look at it. Please. God, I fucking love this show. It's why I love the Amazing Digital Circus. They do that shit so much. They use facial expressions to tell 10,000 fucking words.
Stone. Your ring. That's it, isn't it? I've been looking for that.
The ring is just a ring. I am God's humble servant. It is from he alone that I derive my power.
Still trying to sell that line, huh? If that's the way you want to play it, I guess I'll have to come up there and beat some truth out of you.
My, you really are quite the incorrigible heathen, aren't you? Rose, dear.
Yes, Father.
What I probably would have said was, if it is just a ring, you wouldn't mind doing that again with your ring taken off and set to the side, would you? If you can prove it to me, then I will gladly join Letoism. That's... But God, Ed knows he's right, so instead of using his smarts now that he's in, he's just gonna do whatever the hell he wants. So, again, he's in character. He's in character, but God, this next scene.
You really are quite the incorrigible heathen, aren't you? Rose, dear.
Yes, Father?
That gun there beside you, pick it up.
Okay.
Now, child, I want you to shoot the Fullmetal Alchemist.
No, Father, I can't do that.
I am the Sun God's chosen emissary. My word is the word of Leto himself. Shoot him, Rose. It's God's will.
Jesus Christ.
Why hesitate?
Well.
When you lost your fiancée to that tragic accident last year, who was it that saved you from the very depths of despair? Have you forgotten?
It was you, Father.
That's right. It was I who took your hand and led you into God's light. And do you recall what it was I promised you then?
You said if I had faith, you'd bring him back to life.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's manipulation 101. Oh, yep, so that's what it was. She lost her fiancé in an accident of some kind. And she's been following Letoism as a way to, like, bring him back to life. And he's been using that, using probably a lot of other people too, in order to do whatever the fuck whatever he does in his free time. And it's just like, she was so unsure. Then she just had to get, like, just reminded. You had to prod her like a shock cattle, whatever the fuck people use on cattle, which is really fucking terrible to do. Cattle prod. Yeah, you had to use one like those to, like, light a fire under her. So unsure, but then you just remind her of her goal, and she's immediately like, all right, right. If I do this, if I'm good enough, if I do good, then I get the thing I want. And she wants someone she loved. It's sad, but this is so true to real life with certain things. Not naming names, not all religion is bad. You have a religion, great, that's awesome. It's nice you have something to believe in. Just don't let yourself be a sheep. Don't let yourself be a sheep. And don't murder people in the name of Leto. Don't murder people in general.
No, wait! It's not me, honest!
Damn it, I'm the Fullmetal Alchemist! It's not him! It's me! It's the short one! You're kidding!
I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I don't have any choice.
He's been lying to you, Rose.
You're wrong. I've seen his miracles. Father Cornella will bring him back to life. I have faith.
God.
Then shoot.
God. Okay. Another thing being brought back from the second episode, when Bradley said, "You have nerves of steel, young man." This is the same kid who, at 12 years old, he's 14 now, because that was 2 years ago. He's 14 now. At 12 years old, he made a spear in front of a VIP, the Führer of the country, and then ran up to him, pointing it at his throat, to prove a point that he should maybe not be here for these examinations or conduct them differently. And also to show off his nerves of steel. Make a good, I guess, a good first impression. This kid he has nerves of steel. He's got balls. He's got serious balls. He said, okay, shoot. And he didn't lose his resolve. Jesus. Couldn't be me.
Ow!
Good. God Leto is pleased. You have done well, my child. Now pick up the gun and shoot the other as well.
Haven't you made her do enough already?
Yeah.
Your head. I thought you were.
You're such a sweetheart.
Yeah, see? No harm done.
He's such a sweetheart. Oh my God. He's such a sweetheart. I love
Armor
you.
that walks and speaks? Do you still doubt it, Rose? This unholy thing is an abomination. Evil of this kind must be purged. My Chimera should be up to the task.
So this is a sort
I want you to. It's a chimera. Look at that. This is, right away, this is alchemy. Edward was about to say this is what the Philosopher's Stone does, or what you can do with it. This is a creature made from alchemy. This is like a lion fused with shit. And that's what chimeras are. They're like products of alchemy experimentation. You'll hear chimeras a lot, so write down that this is the first time a chimera was shown. But look at its eyes. You could, like we saw before, you can tell what alchemy is based off of this brick pattern. It's not a regular crack, it's this like brick looking texture that they apply to everything that's broken down or reassembled using alchemy. So this is like your first sign. It's a great way to show off something without saying it. Attention to detail, like that shit.
And I believe my chimera should be up to the task.
So this is the sort of thing you do with the Philosopher's Stone. That's just twisted.
Yeah.
Anyway, looks like I'll need a weapon.
Now, I said it was wireless alchemy, basically. That's not entirely true. When he transmutes, he just needs to clap his hands, and he doesn't need a circle, but he still needs to touch whatever he's wanting to transmute. He still has to touch the ground if he wants to pull something from the ground. When he transmuted his arm, he clapped his arms, and then touched his metal arm, and he made a spike out of it. He still has to touch what it is, so it's not like entirely wireless. But I'm probably going to keep calling it wireless alchemy, but just, for the record.
No transmutation circle? So the state alchemist tile isn't just for show. You truly are gifted, however. Your little spear is no match for chimera claws that tear through wire.
You shredded my pants. But I guess those claws don't do so good against steel.
Nice. Nice.
You like that, kitty? Go on, get a good taste.
So his leg's made from steel. Nice. Nice.
Your arm. A brother trapped in armor. I see. It's all becoming clear now. You did it, didn't you? The one thing even the most novice alchemist knows is strictly forbidden.
Why don't you come down here and try me? I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Cornello.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Rose. These are great. These are great cards. They're really great cards. They're really cool. So that should let you know right now. Like, it was told to us how much of a big deal human transmutation is. Like, every alchemist knows it's forbidden. And people who are, like, obviously outside alchemy, sure, he has a philosopher's stone, but I wouldn't call Father Cornello an alchemist. So it's shown that even someone like him would know of the taboo. That just goes to show you, it's not people saying over and over again, different people saying, hey, that's forbidden, everyone knows about it. You're showing different people with different views, different occupations, people who aren't alchemists that know of it. It's well done. I like it.
Why don't you come down here and try me? I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
I do hate that, though. I just gotta say something. I hate it when things are so obviously commercial breaks. Those cards, I love them. They're iconic. They give you really great portrayals of the characters. They're good character art. Sometimes they even show what they're feeling in the moment. It's really great. I don't like repeated dialogue. I don't. I get it. These shows are made to be on TV. This is where the ad would have stopped and we would have went back to the show, so you remember, oh yeah, right, here's where we are. But I don't like it when it comes to streaming. It's like, I get it, but Jesus Christ, I don't want to waste 10 seconds rehearing a line I already... Sometimes it's like a whole 30-ass seconds where we're just repeating the same dialogue we just heard where it cut to black.
Why don't you come down here and try me? I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
Rose, this is the price of their sin. These fools attempted human transmutation, the greatest taboo for any alchemist. In their arrogance, they tried to bring someone dead back to life.
You can keep this in, though. Look at Al. Look at Al. They use eye imagery a lot in this show to show, there's for Cornello, there's mystique, and there's anger in his eyes. He's not pulling an act here. I think he's genuinely disgusted. Ed is he knows what he did is wrong. He's not he's ashamed, but he's not dwelling on it, at least not right now. He's steel. Full metal. He's steeled in his expression. Determined. Content may not be the right word. I hope I'm explaining it properly. I don't know if I can fully word his expression, but I hope you get it. Al, they've shown him a lot. When he is like, either he knows something is true but yet horrible, or he doesn't agree with something, I wish I pointed out the other times so I could notice the pattern more easily. I don't remember the other context, but here we're bringing up a touchy subject, and I think it's guilt. I think it's remorse. That overwhelming feeling of just guilty reflection. That's what I see in his soulless eyes when he doesn't have like the like light in them. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on like when his eyes aren't shown.
In their arrogance, they tried to bring someone dead back to life.
He thought he could touch the sun, but when he got too close, his wings melted
Yep.
and came crashing back down to Earth.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you try to play God, or whatever you want to call it. Take a good look, Rose. Is this what you want?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the great Fullmetal alchemist Edward Elric. Not even half a man. Hell, not even half a boy!
Damn.
You're just a phony that can't do anything without a philosopher's stone!
Father, we just want you to hand over the stone before you get hurt.
Al is such a sweetheart. He's so diplomatic. He's so sweet. Al is what I strive to be. God, he's so sweet. He's just like, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get hurt. We just want the stone, dude. That's so harsh to say to Ed, but like, I get it.
Father, we just want you to hand over the stone before you get hurt.
Don't be absurd. Why? So you could use it for yourself? Please. If you fools are really so eager to play God, then perhaps I should send you to meet him instead.
That's a hard line, though. Not gonna lie. But just look at him. He's going like full mask off, like in front of his believer, which I'm assuming that's because he doesn't have use for her right now. She's not holding the gun anymore, so I don't think I think in his eyes, she's quite expendable right now.
Nah, me and God, we don't get along too well. Even if I went, he'd probably just send me right back here.
Heh. Yeah, he has met God before.
This way!
Jesus, he shot at her. Shot at Al, but he still shot at her.
Well, don't just stand there after them. These heathens seek to harm the order. They must be stopped.
That's far enough.
What are you gonna do, boy? You're unarmed and outnumbered.
Look, just come quietly. We don't want to have to rough you up.
Don't go easy just because he's a kid. You got that?
Quite two capable young boys. Let's see, I'm still recording. Alright, great.
What do you think of Cornello now, Rose? He just opened fire. He didn't care that you were in the way.
But that's because...
Because... You gonna finish that thought? Rose? We're in for another good Al scene. We're getting a lot of Edward this episode. Like to get a little bit more on Al. Yeah, you didn't say you finished that thought, did you?
There is true, isn't it?
We're not evil.
Again, the
All
eyes.
we wanted was to see our mom smile again. But our
God.
presentation failed.
Jesus
What
Christ.
we made wasn't even human. We learned our mistake the hard way. People don't come back from the dead. Not ever.
That's not true. I mean...
Alchemy is based on the law of equivalent exchange. The price of even a failed human trans...
Oh my god, my baby! Oh my god. god, I love this poor baby. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to mention. First of all, they keep mentioning that this creature that they made was not human. Panako, Winry's grandmother, said that. So you could have taken that as just, oh, she was freaked out because it looked abomination-like. But now Alphonse is confirming that what they made definitely wasn't human. So if I had to guess, what probably happened with his mom, with their mom, is that they probably temporarily brought her soul back, but it failed. It was put into a body that wasn't human at all. It was like so like elongated. Like they brought her back, but like her entire form was just made, it was made out of, stuff that is technically human, but just like not, it was a fake person. May as well have been like a car test dummy, charred with like these bloody eyes that she like choked on, like couldn't breathe, like its lungs collapsed, choking on its own blood and drowning in its blood. Like, yeah, no, like, can you imagine the guilt Al and Ed must feel having their mother die a second time in a way worse way? She died of like influenza, which I'm sure that probably sucked too, but we saw her, I think, we haven't seen how she died yet. So I don't know how painful it was, but,
Father Cornello said... He said he could do it. He promised me. Just because you and your brother failed, that doesn't mean... It doesn't mean he will.
God, the denial runs so deep. And that's how it is when you're presented with facts that contradict the thing that is drowned in belief. You can't prove belief. You cannot prove belief. So when you give a fact that contradicts something that someone believes, what do you have to rebuttal that? All you can say is, well, it just happened for you. That doesn't mean it's going to happen for me. And unless you're going to ensure with every waking moment that's not going to happen, you can't say that. You can't say that. And then even if so, it could just happen anyway. So I'm so glad that it's understandable for her. I understand her completely. It's very great. Very, very great scene with Al. And he's so determined. They're so dead set. They're like, yes, we could be killed for this. Because they're looking into shit that's very top secret. And hush hush. But they're so determined. He's determined. His first thought isn't even his own body. And he has it way worse than Ed. He still has a body. Alphonse probably can't sleep. Because he was shown still being awake on the train while Ed was sleeping soundly. He probably can't sleep in that body. And who knows what else he can't do. And his first thought is, I want to get my brother back his limbs. And yeah, he wants to get my entire body back too. He's always looking out for other people. It's so sweet.
There you are, you infernal brat!
Look, can we just cut the crap and talk here? All I want are some straight answers about the stone. Tell me what I need to know, and I'll be on my way. Or we could get the military involved.
Alright.
Ask your questions.
You could do anything with the Philosopher's Stone, right? So why waste all that power performing phony miracles?
Because with each miracle, I can attract new believers to the Order. Believers who would lay down their lives for my sake.
Yep.
I'm slowly building an army, a legion of holy warriors unafraid to die. In a few more years, I'll be ready to unleash this mindless horde upon the world. And I'll use the Philosopher's Stone to tear this country apart. Who knows? I might even carve out a slice for you.
Notice his eyes in that scene, and it's been happening through the episode. Anime likes to do this, some cartoons too, where if a character isn't animated with their eyes open, whether it be glasses or just like their eyes are drawn to just be the lines. When their eyes open, that's when they're serious or showing their true colors, and that happened right here. He's being phony, he's being da, and then he gets serious, and his pupils are shown, his eyes are shown, you see his eye color and everything. And now here, he's so blinded by like this evil goal that you can only see white in his eyes. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah? Wait, what are you laughing about?
I knew it. You really are a novice, aren't you?
Yeah.
You don't mean that!
There were never any miracles, Rose. He lied to you. He lied to everyone.
Yep. What the fuck did I say 25 or so minutes ago? Edward is not above lying and manipulating for a good cause, or what he believes is a good cause. He ain't fucking high-ass moral. I like it when my characters aren't perfect. I like it when they're able to do little mischievous little shit for their own goals. Makes them a lot more fucking interesting. I'm just saying what I like.
Why you? How long has that been on?
Oh, yeah.
Your believers heard every
Yeah.
How could you? You'll pay dearly for this!
Sorry, not today!
Yeah, now they're gonna hear you trying to assault a child. It's great.
Just face it, you're outclassed here.
I am without rival!
Uh-oh.
It's a rebound.
No, I won't be disgraced like this! Now, boy, behold! The chosen emissary of the sun god Leto!
Wow. Now, one person may ask, why and how the hell did he get so big? Remember that alchemy is ruled on the laws of equivalent exchange, but he used the Philosopher's Stone, which ignores that. He gave himself more mass to try to appear, like, stronger. The reason why he's so goddamn big is because he's ignoring the laws of alchemy, and he just gave himself more mass. He increased his body mass and everything. I've seen people get confused by this, and I was confused at first. And he had a rebound, which is, for an alchemist, it seems like that can, because I think they mentioned that their failed transmutation was a rebound, or something like that. I feel like they've used that word before. So the fact that they are rebounds at all means that, that's something to keep in mind.
Divine word of God himself. My fist is the almighty fist of judgment.
Oh, yeah?
Again, I'm gonna point it out every time. Look at his shoulder. That's alchemy. That's the brick-like pattern. That's how you know someone's been affected by alchemy.
God himself. My fist is the almighty fist of judgment.
Oh, yeah? Fist of God, huh?
His body's covered in it. That's great. That's great. That's cool.
Shut up! Just give me the Philosopher's Stone!
Now I'm not gonna tell you how he turned back to normal size, but yeah, look. The Philosopher's Stone's gone. So that shows that it's not all powerful. That the stone is not all powerful. Now, why would it do that? Hold on, I'll let this scene play out before I theorize.
What the hell? The stone. It's supposed to be perfect material. How did it just break like that?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Spare me, please. I was wrong. Please, I beg
That's
you.
specific wording.
Fake.
Please don't. I'm helpless without the stone. Spare me, please.
It's interesting wording. I don't know anything about it. That implies that he didn't acquire it by himself. That implies that that was given to him without him knowing its full power. So that was probably given to him by someone else. Or he found it. Something like that. I don't think it's a fake, because if it was a fake, he wouldn't be able to do his power. He would just have the stone, but it wouldn't be doing anything. It's not a fake Philosopher's Stone. because it did everything except it just broke. That's probably why it rebounded. Is it like a power system? Possibly. If we're using information that we've only seen up to this point, it's very possible that the stone could work on some kind of power system because it, you know, it went lifeless and then it wisped away. It could be why the rebound happened is because he probably tried to do more than what the stone was capable of at that moment. It couldn't just make a new material altogether. So instead, he used the last remnants to give himself his same material, his own body. But you would think that if it just rebounded right, like if it was destroyed right then and there, he would have been stuck in that state. I don't know if he just changed it the last second. I don't know why you would have. I'm just gonna chalk it up to he did something to go back to normal. That's all I could say. But yeah, I don't think it's a fake.
You mean we went through all this, risked our lives for this one possible chance, and it's a fake?
I don't think so. I just don't think you have the information.
What about me?
You fucking dick.
Okay, what you do? Just get out of here!
Ed, I would have detained him.
A phony, just like him.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Al. For a while there, I thought we'd really found a way to get your body back.
That's okay,
The
Ed.
Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, Rose.
Like I was just saying, it was a fake. It wasn't real. Besides, it's shattered now.
Liar! You want to keep it for yourself, don't you?
Jeez.
You can use it on your bodies. That's right. And so you can try to bring your mother back again.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you poked a nerve.
People don't come back from the dead, Rose. Not ever.
I love the lighting in this scene.
But he promised me. He said if I prayed it would happen. A miracle. That hope was all I had left. What am I supposed to believe in now? Tell me what to do.
God. Say
I
it.
can't tell you that. You have to figure it out. Stand up and walk. Keep moving forward. You've got 2 good legs, so use them.
Said it better than I could.
To make your own path.
God, said it better than I could have. That is exactly how I feel about that. Oh, everyone's mad. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. She feels like she needs someone and something to give her the strength, to have a goal and something to believe in. But no, she doesn't. He said it plainly. You are strong and you have 2 great legs. Stand up and use them and move forward, 'cause you can. That's such great advice. It's such great advice. And but I love the voice acting in this show so much. It's some of the best voice acting I've heard. You could hear how broken she was in her voice. And I love that scene with Ed and Al together alone for a second. He was so remorseful because he really was like, yeah, it's been a few years. Obviously they weren't going to find all their answers in like the 3rd episode. For them, it's been like 4 years since their mom died. Then a year later, I think they tried to do the human transmutation. And then I think the following year, Ed finished recovery with his steel attachment. I think he did it pretty soon after the incident. I think Roy came pretty soon and that lit a fire under Ed. Because we at least know that he's 14 right now. 2 years ago, he got his certification and he was 10 years old 4 years ago when they did the transmutation to bring their mother back to life. Because and I know they were 10 because it was 4 years ago. That's what it showed. So yeah, because I went from 4 to 2. I don't know where that was going. We're just going to keep playing. Yeah, people are angry. Very angry.
That damn brat. It's all ruined. Everything I worked for.
Yes, all that hard work for nothing. I knew we should have just incited a little rebellion.
Hello. Oh, you.
Can I eat the old man, please? He's big and fat.
He ate
Not
the
this one,
Chimera.
Gluttony. We don't want you giving yourself indigestion.
No.
Everyone write down that that lust and gluttony were shown off in this episode for the first time. Make note of that.
Now you two, everyone has mocked me. I won't stand for.
Oh my, that's a very inhuman ability, isn't it?
I'd say this concludes our business.
It's a very interesting tattoo as well.
Just as things were beginning to look promising, too. Now I suppose we'll have to start over from scratch. Father won't be pleased. In any case, it's time we started thinking about our next move.
And there too, they're on different places. Lust has a tattoo on her bust, and Gluttony has a tattoo on his tongue. I'm sure that means nothing in particular. Okay, everybody, so that was episode 3. That was episode 3 of the show. That was cool. Let me put it on a more relevant frame. All right, everybody, yes. That was great. That was a really great episode. Do I rank? Do I do my streaming thing and I rank them? Or do I just, like, say good or bad? It was a good episode. It was a very good episode. Now, I need to do something different. Okay, guys, if you want to know, there's this, like, thing that I was literally just thinking about referencing. It's from Digimon App Monsters, the spinoff. And there's this, like, YouTuber that's, like, he reviews shit. He's like, was it groovy or not groovy? So groovy, or not groovy, not groovy, not groovy. He has to say it 3 times. I was just emphasizing it. But yeah. I was about to say, was it good or was it bad? It was so good, am I right? But no, we're not gonna fucking do that because, I don't know. Fuck you. No, just kidding. I love you. But yes. No, it was a very good episode. I don't think I did it for the last episode, but yes, obviously the last episode, it was not filler. It introduced so much shit. Here, I had a lot of shit to talk about, and a lot of shit happened for the first time. This episode was also obviously not filler. That's very important for me to say each time, because the whole point of this Patreon is for me to look at these shows that I like and like firmly state, was this show really filler? Was that episode really filler? Was it really? Is there a lot of filler? The Steven Universe is gonna be my fucking test for that. Sure, I'm doing this as like my magnum opus. Like, this show in particular, this is just how you do no filler. There's one episode which may be tricky, but I will stand my ground that it's not. But yes, this show is like the embodiment of, like, there is no filler here. You can't skip a single fucking episode. I say as I skipped episode 1, but that's for a completely different reason. Not because it's filler at all. I just don't think it's a fucking good introduction. But yes, that's the goal. Was it filler? Was that episode filler? Was it not? And then I'll try to keep count, actually, of how many, like, filler episodes there are in each show that I do. So that way we can find out filler or no filler. Not filler. I said I wasn't going to make the reference, and then I did it anyway. So yes, obviously that was not filler. That was a very great episode. We had a lot of good development for Ed. A lot of great development for Al. Got to know more about the Philosopher's Stone by actually seeing one for the first time, and it's very interesting. And we started off our first proper, like, outward thing, not in the main city, in a side city. It's very interesting. And we got introduced to Tuan Tat. This guy, like, obviously died. He's not going to be a main antagonist. These guys are ominous and lived, so yes, they are giving very clear main antagonist energy. And seemingly based on sins, at least 2 of them, lust and gluttony. And they don't appear to be human. This guy is like, I'm sure cannibals who are human exist, But this guy was just ready to eat a whole fucker. She has spiky extending pointer fingers, but they both look human. So we're gonna have to see more about them. Was there anything else? Rose was a great character. Rose is cool. She first showed up here. Yeah, she's a really cool character. Yeah, all right. I think that's it, everybody. That's the first recording done for the night. It is currently 2:43. Oh, geez. I really thought that this was gonna be shorter. I really thought it was gonna be shorter. That mess up that happened last time that had to get it got cut out of YouTube. It got cut out of YouTube entirely, but patrons, you had to deal with like 15 minutes of me trying to find fucking subtitles for you. I'm only off the mark by like 13 fucking minutes. What the fuck? I guess there wasn't as much shit introduced, but damn did I have a lot to talk about. There was a lot of shit that I found interesting that I liked to talk about. But if you want to see the full 1 hour and 13 minute version and ongoing of this recording, you can check out my Patreon. $3 for the tip jar and $5 if you just want to support me, and $5 for the Patreon. I don't want to call them reactions because I'm not reacting to this for the first time. It's a video analysis, but it's not like it's a live one. If you guys want to tell me what I should call this fucking whatever, let me know down below if there's a better group of words I could use to describe what I'm doing. But other than that, live video analysis, woo, spooky, yeah, okay. I'm gonna go and record more shit, maybe 1 or 2 more episodes. Hopefully, I'd like to get 3 done tonight without it getting too late, because I gotta get at work at like 3 in the morning. I mean, PM. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, because it shows me that you support me, you like what I do, and I'm going to do it regardless, because I want to do it. But hey, I like the support, and the more subs we get, the further I get to being monetized, which actually makes everything I'm doing worth it. So, yes, please. And yeah. I will see you Fluff Stars later. Have a good day/night. And if it's daytime for you, have a good rest of your day. If it's nighttime for you, have a good rest of your night. And if it's a good day for you, I messed up my shit. Just have a good day if it's daytime. Stay hydrated. Stay safe. And as always, bye.